Let's now dive into querying arrays a bit deeper, because there are multiple things we can do when it comes to querying arrays. And there are special operators that help us with querying arrays too. Now, first of all, I'm back in the same database I was before. And please note that I will also work with the data we used in the assignment. So if you skip the assignment, at least download the attached data and import it as described in the first, or as requested in the first assignment task. You don't need to complete the rest, but you need to have that data in your database. So, first of all, I will, however, switch to my user database here. And in there, remember, we had a couple of users. Let me pretty print them. We had 3 users here. Now, the users had hobbies. Now, let's say we want to find all users who have a hobby of sports. Now, one problem we have is, of course, with that structure, where hobbies are embedded documents and not just strings, that it won't work if I search and pretty print for hobbies being equal to sports. Because there will be sports in the hobbies, but that's just the value of a field of an embedded document in the array. So if I hit enter, I don't find any documents. How can I now find all hobbies that are sports? Well, of course, we could search for exact equality and pass a document here and search hobbies for nested documents, embedded documents, where the title is sports. But if I hit enter there, I also find nothing because we have no hobby documents in the hobbies array that look like this. Our documents also have a frequency. So yes, I could, of course, add the frequency here. And I could look for a frequency of 2. And now I would find Anna. But I don't find Max, because for Max, the frequency is 3. So this does not really get us anywhere. We can't really use this way of searching for sports. But what if I really just want to find all documents that have an embedded sports document, no matter what the frequency is? Well, this is also pretty simple to do in MongoDB. We just need to change our query a little bit. Instead of just looking for hobbies and then looking for an equal document, we can use a path here, wrapping it in double quotation marks with dot notation. And I can look for hobbies.title being equal to sports. Now, the interesting thing here is title is, of course, something we can see on the documents that are inside the hobbies array. So we can act as if hobbies would hold just an embedded document and dig into properties of that embedded document, even though here we got multiple embedded documents in an array. But MongoDB understands this syntax, and what it will do for this query is it will essentially go through all the elements in hobbies, and for each element, it will dig into the document and compare title to our query value, so to sports. And therefore, if I now hit enter, I do find Anna and Max. And this is a super useful syntax for querying array data that you absolutely should keep in mind. That you can use this path embedded approach not only on directly embedded documents, so if you have one embedded document in a field, but also if you have an array of embedded documents. And then you can use the same query world with greater than and everything you want as before. You don't just have to look for equality. You could have a document with greater than, lower than, with an expression, whatever you needed. So that is possible here too.